Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for the Payday 3 news update. Today we're looking at dev update number 4, the 4th edition of their video series that detail upcoming changes in Payday 3 game updates. And usually they signify that an update is about to drop, as they normally come out about a week after the dev update video's release. So hopefully they talk about release dates in this. If they don't, assume the update will come out next week. Seems like a pretty good bet. However, we know that quick play and party merging post-match are going to be in this update. As for anything else, I guess we will find out. But we're going to watch this. I'll offer my thoughts as we go along, and if I have any extra thoughts, I'll have a chapter marker at the end for overall thoughts on the video. I'm just hoping there's going to be a lot of content in here, but my biggest worry right now is that these updates don't do enough to bring people who've quit the game back into the game. So I'm hoping this update will be the first one to change that, but let's find out.
Hello, Heisters. April is upon us, spring is starting to bloom here in the Northern Hemisphere, and so
it's got handcuff earrings on, those are cool.
In Operation Medic Bag.
Right, okay, so proper fruits of your labour, cool.
Coming in. And this month, we'll be focusing on improving the cooperative parts of Payday 3 and making sure you get to fulfill your heisting fantasies together. Let's talk about what this coming month has in store for you.
Okay.
Starting off with the big one, the first version of Quick Play is now ready to be deployed.
Okay.
This feature will prioritize putting you with other heisters in
so it's only difficulty based for the moment.
Assuming their matchmaking is set to public. This is just the first iteration of Quick Play. We will continue improving it and work to add things like filters for playing stealth and loud and other conditions, so you can customize the type of gameplay experience you are looking for.
Okay, so, I mean, not much to say on that. I just hope that the second version doesn't take too long to come out. They've kind of said it might be any time up to the end of the year. It's good that we're getting this one now, but I really just want to see a full functioning version of Quick Play sooner rather than later. It will help a lot with this game.
And to continue the focus on heisting
funky editing,
you will now be able to choose to stay in a party with the people you just played a heist with.
Okay.
It's a simple yet so important feature to help create that foundation that empowers you to build lasting relationships.
Please tell me I'm not the only one who spotted the problem with the footage they've used. You can merge with the people you're playing with, unless they're all bots. Oh man, you just had footage with other Starbreeze employees. That's a bad choice of editing. That's a very bad choice. It's a simple feature, yeah, but why wasn't it in the game at launch, man? Why? At least it's here. Better late than never.
Take a chance. Add a friend. Who knows? Maybe you'll make a friend for life.
It's true.
Or maybe an enemy.
That is true. I mentioned this in my Goodbye Payday 2 video. I did make my friends in my Xbox friend group because of Payday 2, because I just happened to add someone in a random lobby and it just went on from there. So it is a good thing, and it's important that they've added this. I just shouldn't have taken 6 months.
That is what heisting is all about.
Wait, no, 7 months. God, I'm losing track.
We also have another highly requested feature from our feature upload page coming in, which is the ability to skip the mission intro flyover. In multiplayer, all players must go to skip for it to take effect, but if you're solo,
that's your third biggest thing? Oh dear.
If you go into your game settings, you can enable Remember Skip Intro Sequence.
That's good.
This will allow you to skip it every time.
That's good. Okay.
As easy as...
The editors have gone to town on this. That's great. I love the editing.
This time, you may remember reading about our next throwable in a blog post.
Oh, okay. Pick tickler in this update. That's something, I guess.
To an armory near you. I'm of course talking about the shock grenade. This grenade is very powerful. It'll instantly short circuit any zapper and kill them immediately. Likewise, shields are huge and metal, making them highly conductive, meaning their users will suffer equally catastrophic results.
So fatal to shields and zappers, but does nothing to anyone else other than stun them.
The last topic for today is maybe not as noticeable as a new grenade, but it is still worth talking about. And that is that we will be implementing fixes for the most commonly recurring crashes.
That's something.
About 98% of all crashes across all platforms were due to one of these root causes, which are now all fixed. That is it for this update. There are a good number of bug fixes in addition to what was mentioned in this video. You'll be able to see exactly what they are in the patch notes coming out together with the update. As for the update itself, we're aiming for a release between the last week of April and the first week of May. See you there, Heisters.
Oh, I don't need more of the April Fool's joke, thank you very much. Right, well, that is... That's something. So just some overall thoughts on that. I can't lie. I'm not going to pretend to say I'm not disappointed when I really am. I mean, they fronted that. I'm not saying Liz wrote it. It's nothing against her, but she opened it by saying some of the bigger changes to Operation Medic Bag, and there's nothing really there that is that big. I mean, quick play is a good thing, but it's still the first version. It's very bare bones. Party merging post-match, you would hope would work, but are there enough people playing that you'll find in lobbies to have it going with? I don't know. That's something that... The way I'm looking at a lot of these updates is they're adding these things in, and I think when they do finally add new content to the game, when people come back for that, they'll see all these smaller fixes and go, oh, wow, they have changed quite a lot. But when you're like me or anyone else watching these videos who still plays the game update to see what's going on, they don't feel like big changes, and they just kind of feel like a little bit of a letdown. Compared to Update 5, Update 6 is going to be very lacking, I'll be real with you, because at least Update 5 had a whole new skill line with the adrenaline that was really fun to get used to, even though it made the game incredibly broken. I mean, all you've got here is quick play, you can merge your party, you can skip an intro cutscene, and there's a shot grenade. It's not really the bigger changes to Operation Medic Bag. You want bigger changes? Give us the server browser. That's a big change. Or the progression. They're the big things. So I'm not particularly impressed by this update, just on paper. When it comes out, we'll see. Maybe there'll be other things they've not talked about. I highly doubt it. But I am glad I will say they fixed about 98% of crashes. That's a very important thing. So there's some decent stuff in here. And as I said, for the player who will come back when, for example, Boys in Blue comes out, whenever that's going to be, they'll be quite happy. You know, they'll come into it and go, oh, wow, there's been quite a few changes. There's new skill stuff. There's new skill points. They've allowed me to use quick play or merge party. Like, it will feel like a better game overall. But update to update, it's not great. It kind of makes me sad because dev update videos used to signify proper big changes coming to the game. And that's, I think, twice now where a Payday 3 dev update hasn't really said much. The best part about this video was the editing. Whoever edited this, give them a raise, because it was really cool what they did with it. But the content of it itself, I'm not going to pretend I'm anything but disappointed. I don't want to be the cynic, but I'm trying to run off what they're giving us and give my honest thoughts. And my honest thoughts are that this is not an update that's going to bring people back to the game. People want the new content, and I do worry that there's a balance that's not being achieved at the minute between Operation Medic Bag and actually adding content in. People keep asking about Boys in Blue. For anyone who's paid for the Silver Pass or Gold Pass, you're still entitled to get Boys in Blue when it comes out, even if you're on Silver. It's just incredibly delayed. It should have come out in March. It's clearly not coming out in April. And if this update's trudging into May, I don't know if there'll be another update in May. Maybe Boys in Blue ain't coming till June. I don't know. And I mean, if Boys in Blue is so late, what happens to the other DLC heists? Are we going to get them past the end of year one? Who knows? I really don't know. Until we get new content, you're not going to notice a notable shift in player base, and that's what annoys me a little bit or concerns me for this game. I want to see it turn around, and whenever I criticize an update like this, it's coming from a place of someone who wants an update to come out that will make the game fun, and I just don't think this is going to be the one. We're getting a bit better update frequency, and that is a nice thing to be, noting down and keeping track of. But either way, we'll leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a like and click subscribe if you haven't already, to stay in touch with all future Payday 3 news. As soon as this update drops, I will do a video on it, although I don't know what I'll have to say because, if it's only as much as this, it's going to be a very short video. But either way, I will let you know when it drops, as well as the inevitable blog this Friday that is apparently going to be talking about the loud modifiers that aren't coming in this update, but apparently will make the game a little bit harder for people who thought it went too easy on the whole adrenaline thing. We'll see. Thank you all for watching. We will hopefully see more solid content soon. I will let you know as soon as this update drops, but until then, thank you all for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you all in the next video, inevitably on Friday, with dev blog number 10, I think. I'm losing track. See you later.